This is day 3 of the Dodge Dakota engine upgrade series, and when I left off yesterday, like I said, I was getting a little heated. It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock right now, and it's still a little hot because the sun's right behind me. And I started taking off the driver's side exhaust, and I kind of gave up on that. Anyway, so I decided I'm going to just change the lifters, but they're getting kind of stuck in there, so because they got a little bit of varnish on them, probably due to the lack of oil changes from both the previous owner and myself. So I'm going to have to get those out. The trick is to just spray them down with a little bit of brake cleaner. I'm changing oil anyway, so I'm not really too worried about it. Spray them down with a little bit of brake cleaner, kind of break off some of that varnish, and then when you pull the lifters out, you spray it down with some WD-40, just to keep them lubricated so they don't rust up, because I'm not expecting the new lifters to Wednesday. And so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. What you really don't want to do, especially if you're trying to save these lifters, is to just go grab them with a pair of pliers, because you could ruin them, especially on the machine surface, like right here. If you scratch that out, the lifter's no good. But one thing I've learned is that the Magnum lifters, they tend to pit and develop pits and stuff like that inside on the wheel itself. So yeah, it's probably a good thing to get them changed. So yeah, anyway, let me get that done because I'm sweating over my phone already. I'm already drenched in sweat. Welcome to Florida. Let's see, I already pulled the driver's side head off. I'm getting ready to pull the passenger side head, because as you can see, the head's getting away with the lifter, so I have to remove the heads to take the lifters out, unfortunately. One quick thing to note when you take the heads off is that on these Magnum heads, right, doesn't matter if it's a 5.2 liter or 5.9 liter, they tend to crack for no reason. So when you do, well, even any head in general, you want to start from the outside and work your way inside when you take them out. So I'm going to start with this bolt, then I'm going to go to this bolt, then I'm going to go down. It's going to go here, down, up, down, back, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's how you want to do it. Also, you could just look at the torque sequence to tighten them and just go and reverse that. That's probably the best way, but I don't have that paper handy for me yet, so I'm just going to do it that way. And technically, when you pull the heads off, you want to take it to a machine shop to have them checked to make sure they're not cracked anyway. But that's the thing. Now, the driver's side head was a little bit of a pain to get off, because you know, its engine's got probably like 120,000 miles, if not a little bit more. So, you know, stuff likes to stick together. So what I did was I left one of the middle bolts in, that way I could kind of work it loose. Then once I felt that it was loose enough to just pull, I pulled the bolt out and I yanked the head out. Now they're heavy. These heads are kind of heavy. So one thing I wanted to share is that this engine, I'm pretty sure, may have been rebuilt one time in the future, because you can still see the factory, well, I don't even know if they're factory, but you can still see the crosshatch marks on the cylinder walls, and there's very little, if any, ring ridge. There is a slight ring ridge, but not much. What a ring ridge is when the piston comes up and the compression rings stop. They don't go all the way up to the top, and they go back down. So that top ridge, it's right where the top compression ring stops and goes up and down. pretty much the end of the travel of this top compression ring. And depending on mileage and whatnot, there will be a big ridge, little ridge, or no ridge. I can feel it, but I can't grab a fingernail on it, so it's very, very minor. And you can tell this is a 318 without looking at the cast numbers, because the pistons are flat tops, where a 360, since they use the same head, will have a dish in them. And you can tell that I'm burning a little bit of oil, probably because of the intake with that belly pan. So anyway, I'm gonna pull this head off. I left the tensioner on it, so I actually have something to hit up against with the hammer, because I tried to use my soft hammer on this head and it wasn't really doing it. I had an ear sticking out where the power steering pump was, so I just kind of used that to hit. You don't want to go crazy on it, because like I said, they do crack and everything, but you just want to make sure you find a place of purchase to either stick a pry bar in or a hammer to tap. What you want to avoid is getting a pry bar or whatnot on a sealing surface. Like right here would be a perfect spot to put a pry bar, because there's no sealing surface. But if you get on this China wall right here, that'll probably be a bad idea. Same thing inside one of these ports. I recommend not doing that. Though people do it, I recommend not, because if you mess up these ports, or you say you go a little too crazy and crack up one of these ports, that's going to cause a vacuum issue, and it's not going to be good. The whole car will run a little funny, and not a good type of funny. So anyway, let me get this head off. I got a ground I got to pull off on it first. That's another thing you want to make sure. You want to make sure you got all your grounds off. But anyway, let me get this head off so I can get this these lifters out, and probably start pulling the front off so I can get this condenser out. One thing is, I kind of did a dumb, something stupid, and when I moved the AC compressor off to the side, yeah, I don't know if it leaked out or not. I didn't hear anything, but that's unfortunate. So I might have to change these AC lines in the future, because I'm not sure if I put a hole in it, but yeah, oops. So be careful when you're moving stuff around. Alright, so that said, let me get this head off. That way I can pull these lifters out and take them and inspect them. I'm replacing them anyway, but still I want to inspect them and make sure that there was something funny going on with this engine. So anyway, see y'all in a bit. Alrighty, I just wanted to add this. When you check these lifters, you want to look at this wheel. You want to spin them and see how they feel. Make sure they're not like, make sure they roll smooth. Make sure not like they're jumping around. You also want to look at them, make sure they're not pitted. You also want to look on the inside to make sure there's no damage to the plunger. Look on the side, make sure they're not scored up. Like I said, these lifters all look the same, they all look good. So yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to just throw these back in, because I know these are 100% good. Then the ones I just bought, I'll have on hand in case these do fail with the bigger camshaft. Though the bigger camshaft's not that much bigger, but it's got a lot of lift, but the duration is a little bit more. I'll explain more about the camshaft when I get to that point, but yeah, so these are still good. I still have a feeling like this engine has been refreshed. I won't say rebuilt, but at least refreshed at one point, because everything in here, other than the oil burning and probably the lack of oil changes, looks too good for it to be a factory 1999 motor. I would think there'd be more of a ring ridge and everything for the approximate mileage that's on this block. So, all good stuff. And other than me breaking my AC system, unfortunately, everything's all good. At least one good thing about the AC system, right? I don't have to worry about anyone having to come over and drain it, because it drained by itself. Anyway, yeah. So I'll see y'all when I'm getting ready to continue continue with this stuff. Okay, see you in a bit. Alright, so this is where I'm at today. I'm gonna call it off here. I got both heads out. I got all the lifters out. The passenger side heads, doors looks just like the driver's side, so this block is still good. The lifters, I bought new ones just in case, but the old ones actually look pretty good. They're a little dirty, but if I wanted to use these, I could, which I might still, because I know these are good lifters, and just have the new ones as a spare. Since I use brake cleaner on the engine, I don't want anything to rust up, so I'm going to spray some Pt4 all into the bores and everything to make sure water stays away from them, because I'm outside, as you can see. Passenger head looks a lot like the driver head, so they're burning evenly. They're burning oil evenly. That's one of the things I wanted to fix on this. So yeah, I'm just gonna coat everything down. Just to make sure it's all just like that. Might as well do that too. And tomorrow, or whenever I feel like it, I'll pull the whole front dress off, the front out, pull the condenser out, because like I said, I broke a line, so this AC is not charged, or if it has to charge, it's very, very low now. So yeah, just be careful when you're doing stuff and make sure you don't not making more work for yourself. But anyway, I'm end it off here. Y'all know what to do. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe if you want to see more of this truck. Comment comment anything y'all want. And most importantly, be safe, have fun, and don't forget to tip your waitress. Alrighty, thank you.